Inside Monaco's expensive $350 million penthouse. When we think of opulent places, we might think of mansions, yachts, or even castles. But there's another kind of life that we've always dreamed about: extravagant penthouses. Yes, we're talking about sky-high luxury residences that only the ultra-wealthy can afford for a time. I was lucky enough to be able to name a penthouse in Los Angeles my home once upon a time. So welcome back to Money Future. Today, in the next few minutes, I'm going to take you inside Monaco's expensive $350 million penthouse. So make sure to watch the video till the end. There is no ceiling in luxury real estate, and there hasn't been for a few years. Given that, there is still a significant price difference between traits that we can now classify as usually, acceptably, and probably even charmingly insane, and those that appear to necessitate a new classification as certifiably clinically insane. The latter category appears to have recently been met in Monaco, where, after 5 years in the building, and now the principality's highest building, the 5-floor penthouse in the 49-story concrete and glass tower called La Tour Odeon has been prospectively put on the market for a tidy $335 million or thereabouts. The Tour Odeon, built by Group Marzocco and conceived by Monegasque architect Alexandre Giraldi, was completed just last year. Several apartments in the structure, including the 5-story penthouse, have been on the market for several months. Serious offers for the penthouse may have been entertained, but it is not known to be under contract. The argument is that the fact of the offering, as well as the developer's confidence, is seen by the sheer mass of the mixed-use project in such a tight, hot, postage stamp of a real estate market as Monaco, is an indicator of the health of Europe's luxury market. How wonderful it was to be able to take in the views of the big city throughout the day. In the mornings, I could wake up to the smell of coffee and see the Hollywood sign in the distance, and at 9 o'clock, I could lie in bed and watch my fellow skyscrapers light up around me. Life just feels better on top, but today we're going to look at penthouses and luxury apartments that put my million-dollar penthouse to shame, because I've gathered for you the 2 most expensive apartments on the planet. Make sure to stick around for the most expensive apartment, which costs more than the original Lord of the Rings trilogy and the original Star Wars trilogy combined. That's a lot of money if you don't speak nerd. Tens of millions of dollars is number 2, a $250 million Central Park home in New York City. For decades, New York has been home to some fantastic real estate and some lofty goals. It comes as no surprise that the second most expensive apartment on earth is located in the Empire metropolis, the City of Dreams, or if you have a taste for pop culture like I do. Though the complex is built in a pre-war style, it's incredibly modern, having been completed in 2018. Located directly in front of Central Park, the complex provides unrivaled views of the city skyline and the famous park itself, though all of the apartments in the building are lofty or sky-high in price. There's only one property that sold for $250 million, and it is owned by C.E.M. Griffin, a multi-billionaire hedge fund manager. The lovely flat is spread across 4 stories. The 50th, 51st, 52nd, and 53rd floors can provide this much room by purchasing an 11,000 square foot duplex plus 3 smaller units, which are then combined into one massive living area. How big is it exactly? A startling 24,000 square feet of living space, or more than half an acre. That works out to $10,000 per square foot. Fortunately for Ken, the living area is extremely gorgeous, albeit not at a cost of $10,000 per square foot. Magnificent, but to each their own. With 16 bedrooms and 17 bathrooms to select from, the building is almost a mansion. Each floor is covered in herringbone hardwood flooring that are heated, making it ideal for the harsh New York winters. The bathroom floors are heated and have black and white marble accents. Aside from the typical house accents, there are quite a few odd elements. The Ant-Home gym includes floor-to-ceiling windows and a steam shower with views of Central Park, allowing you to sweat out toxins while admiring a billion-dollar vista. I wouldn't mind that one bit. The complex itself also provides people with a massive library, a basketball court, an 82-foot-long saltwater pool, and even a virtual golf simulator. It appears that they've certainly had their wealthy tenants in mind, having that last accommodation in. If this apartment sounds like a dream to you, you're in luck. The owner is renting out one part of the building for $59,900 per month. However, if you plan on parking back, you should belt up, because parking spaces at 220 Central Park South cost $750,000. And now for number 1. The Penthouse at the Odeon for $387 million. Despite the fact that one may expect the most expensive apartment on the planet to be in Dubai, or Los Angeles, or perhaps Hong Kong. Simply put, despite what we might consider to be all social and economic indicators against European investment, such as the migrant crisis, the slow death of the euro, mass terror attacks just down the road at Nice over the summer, not to mention the Paris terror attacks, or the continent's many other systemic travails, luxury in its most immobile form can still draw cash out of the deep pockets. In some ways, it's encouraging. If you have $300 million or more to spare for a penthouse property, there's still value to be found. And what a flat. The 31,500 square foot, 5-floor palace is located on the Tour Odeon's 45th through 49th levels. The apartment has a rooftop terrace and pool, as well as its own water slide that lowers 1 story from the dance floor directly into the infinity pool, to give you an idea of the size. The flat boasts a stunning view of the ocean and the ville, as the French call it. You do get something for your money. In other words, approximately 32,000 square feet in a town where just under 90 square feet cost around $1 million. However, the engine-propelling real estate in Monaco differs from that in the rest of the urban luxury real estate sector. Property within the 2,000-yard-wide principality has a higher nominal and occasionally actual monetary value because it is, of course, a tax shelter. Income and property taxes on a comparable flat in Manhattan or Paris would be substantially different. Not that this is a deterrent to buyers of luxury residences in Manhattan or Saint-Germain. For admittance beyond the velvet rope, Prince Albert and Company offer a semi-tough deal. You must become a full-time resident of Monaco, as many international athletes do, including tennis star Novak Djokovic and his family, and until recently, F1 driver Jenson Button. It's a nice tax haven if you operate your business there. No Americans, by the way, unless you're willing to give up your citizenship. According to Knight Frank, the realtor marketing one of the lesser apartments in La Tour Odeon, Asians, headed by Chinese and Indian purchasers, and Eastern Europeans, driven by the south of France's omnipresent Russians, are the driving force in Monegasque properties above $10 million. So if you're an American with $250 million, give or take, sitting in your sock drawer and are willing to give up your passport to relocate to Monaco, this magnificent flat is yours. If you don't want to renounce your citizenship and just plan on using the property as a ringside pied-à-terre during the Monaco Grand Prix, the Cannes Film Festival, and a few tennis tournaments, and maybe snagging a table at the Red Cross Ball to catch a glimpse of Princess Charlene grimacing under the customary load of Grimaldi family diamonds, Prince Albert and Tour Monaco would certainly welcome your purchase. Isn't it so much for a luxury penthouse? Actually, this is everything a billionaire asks for in a penthouse. So guys, that's all for today's videos. If you like this video, then give the video a thumbs up and smash that subscribe button so that you will never miss any updates.